Hey y'all, how y'all doing? We are back with another review. This time it's going to be Chedda versus DK.
Title match. This battle went down last year, last December. It dropped on YouTube. Y'all can go check it out. Um, round one.
All right, so round one, DK up first. He had this line that says, "Don't bother with a call or a text." That was fire. Other than that, I was trying to feel hear where he was coming from, but I could not hear. The sound quality was crazy, and he was low, and he had low energy. So Chedda was nuts in the first round. He had the razor line. The razor line was crazy. He had crazy energy. Chedda came for the belt in the first round. We all like he had this line that said, "We all know C great, but he can't because he is half blind." That shit was fire. Okay. He had so many double and triple entendres in this first round. I couldn't even keep up. I had to keep pausing to keep it to get them all. And I'll give the first round to Cheddar.
All right, round one on DK. He had came out. He was roasting ABK, talking about the group, talking about the group name. He had a line where he was like, "Since Cardi took the lead, everybody in ABK lost their step." That was fire. He had a sundial throwing shade line that was fire. Scatterbrain all upstairs shit. This was fire. I mean, that's pretty much it I got from DK that round. Cheddar comes out with the 74 nines, 11-8 bar. He had to go nuts with the razor. That's how a manscape shit. That was crazy. This nigga said load up the K and put it where D at, where D at, and kill all his crewmates. The fast nine line was cool. Um, but the clear out your field like halftime, fast dime line was cool. Laser show line was nice. The cable froze was nice. My man said it'll get spooky when P slide on DK like a Ouija board. And that's when I knew this round was over. Cheddar clear in the first. Round two, DK goes. He come out with a Tekken scheme, and Tekken one of my favorite games.
Mm-hmm.
Bust your ass in Tekken, DK, if you ever want to smoke.
I love Tekken.
The Hihachi ball was cool. That's another thing, yo. If you gonna do a Tekken ball, yo, that shit gotta be more fire than this one, yo. Like this shit was cool. You didn't like massacre it, but you didn't body it neither. So.
And when you do Tekken, you got.
And you was talking about Steve Fox show. Steve versus Steve, yo. Let's go. He had a avocado ruin your day bar that was cool. He had this one. He was the wood fire across the lawn line was cool. The pinnacle listen to shit was cool. I like when you know what I mean do that that wordplay shit. That shit was cool. Whipping like 10 and 2, that whole little pocket he got into was cool. Pump clears chest. That's what the asthmatics tend to do. That was cool. Then Cheddar goes. He had DK stands for the kid. You went to VA to get played with by a pedophile. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Astronaut boots is crazy, yo.
Yes.
Astronaut boots is wild, yo. Kakarot line was crazy. The Big Bang Attack shit was cool. I don't think they caught that one in there. This terrible towel line that you had, sir. I think that was when I knew that this round was over as well. This nigga's a Steeler fan, yo. Like y'all niggas is never gonna get no dubs in the pit fucking with me, yo. I'm extremely biased.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. That's just how I roll. Fuck it. You know what I mean? The pussy running the house line, it was just overkill. Um, Stab you in the kitchen, your glasses slide under the couch. Fuck who you got up in here. It's up in here. If I hit you up in here, ain't no getting up from here.
Fire.
The necrophilia line was fire. And turn anything into a hit like Nate Dogg. Nobody does it better. That round was not closer than closer. That was clear. Chedda. 2-0.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right. So, for the second round, DK starts out with a lighthearted energy. He was really lighthearted. But DK energy was rising. He had this line that said, "Whip him like 10 and 2." That was hard. This is when I started to realize that it wasn't the sound quality. It was actually DK. Where's your energy?
Now, I don't think it was. I think it's the fact that they don't have mics on the rappers, and he wasn't necessarily facing the camera or the mic the entire time. He was like being animated and, you know what I mean, turning away from the mic and rapping to like the back of the, away from the camera, and that took away from the sound quality. And it was really hard to hear some of the little slick shit that he was saying. And it might have hit in the building, it might have sounded good in the building, but on camera, that shit is not working out, bro. But what is it?
All right, so, but that's when I started to realize for me it wasn't the sound, it was DK. I couldn't really, at first I couldn't hear, but I started to hear him. And his energy, he started to pick up his energy for me. And he started to get loud in round two. Astronaut Boots was crazy, like Baby said. But Chedda was talking to DK in the second round. So I gave the second round to Chedda.
In round three?
And round three. In round three, I feel like DK had crowd control in the third. I feel like he was punching in the third. But I feel like Chedda came out blazing in that round. The father line was crazy. But I feel like DK got better in the third round. But I feel like Chedda run the third round. So for me, Chedda 30. DK.
All right, in round three, DK comes out with the gutter, been booked for 50 rounds and completed 2. I don't like that shit, sir. I told y'all gonna put some respect on gutter name down this bitch and stop playing. Like, that shit was funny though. That shit was funny. This nigga said Cardi no shows your battles, and that nigga be in the room. How you do that, yo?
Damn, how do you do that?
Sleeping on bars. Nigga, bars sleeping on you. Like that shit. The Matrix bar was okay. I'm a Matrix fan. I didn't really like the movie, the last one, too much, and I didn't like that scheme too much either, but it was okay. Stuck in his head like his favorite hit. That was cool. The Jack in the Box line was okay. The mirror match shit was cool. I thought that shit was going to hit way harder, but like at the end of it, I was like, all right, that shit is cool. The open face shit, I wanted to like that one too a lot, but it was cool. Skeletor shit was okay. Axel Foley shit was okay. The Rasheed Wallace line, that was a little slept on, but it was cool. And the spinach dip bar was cool. Chedda comes out. He has a never backing down scheme. That shit was fire. That never back down shit was fire. The shadow boxing with Jesus shit. Yeah. He had a 50 boy bar that was cool. The dad had joke shit that was cool. And the good father shit that was alright too. And Chedda was rapping in the third. You know, he was getting some shit off his chest, I guess. You know what I mean? But like I told y'all before in my reviews, you know, when you rap, the real talk shit works. But that's when like you done, like when the other nigga like already like out of it. Which I did give Chedda the first 2 rounds already, so technically he could afford to, you know, do that shit in the third. But DK won this round to me because he did a lot more, in my opinion, than Chedda did. But still, the belt where it's supposed to be at, if you know what I mean. It is what it is, bro.
That was a good battle.
It was a good battle. I feel like Chedda just wanted that shit more, yo. Like I feel like DK thought he was gonna go in there. Like I be feeling like DK be a little too cocky in this battle, yo. Like I want to see you like really like try to kill somebody, yo. Like I just want to see you kill a nigga, yo. I said I want to see you go Super Saiyan, cause you be saying some shit, yo, and I just feel like, you know, either you thought Chedda was gonna fuck you up if he lost, so he was like, let me just go in there and just dance around and shit, cause I don't feel like fighting these niggas today. No, but it's like I think it was just a style clash, and if you like aggression and street bars and shit like that, then you know you gonna tend to lean more towards Chedda. You know, when he battles somebody that's a little bit more like lyrical and likes to play with the flow and the wordplay and the pen and shit like that, you know, and be creative and find different approaches. Like I fuck with DK style, but just didn't work in this match.
I feel like he was really lax.
Very lax. Like this motherfucker popped a perky. You know what I mean? This motherfucker had some muscle relaxers, some tramadol, smoked a fat blunt. He finally smoked a big blunt.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
You feel me?
Right.
Because he was smiling hard as a bitch.
Right.
He was eating motherfucking goldfish.
He's yeah.
But yeah, that's it for this review, y'all. We'll be back with some more. You know, hopefully we'll get some good requests in. You know, hopefully some of the battle rappers suggest some more for us to review. But so far, it's been like a bunch of clear ass victories. So give us a challenge, yo. You know what I mean? Give us another one. And you want to say anything before we wrap it up?
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night and have a great week. Bye.